Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Sturmpanzer II. It's the Tier 4 German SPG, and we're located on the northeast spawn of Glacier, and it's being commanded by BetimAbazi. Now, what can I tell you about the Sturmpanzer II? Well, built on the chassis of a Panzer II, they had a lot spare after the fall of France. The Panzer II was considered too weak, too ineffectual to consider be using it as a frontline tank. Mainly because it didn't have the firepower to actually make it competitive. So instead the Germans decided to put their Panzer IIs to use as other vehicles and converted quite a few into SPGs. Also quite a lot turned into tank destroyers as well. The Marder is a tank destroyer of some note. Okay, well, Betim is aiming for the entrance to the carrier, or to the heights above the carrier, and got two targets, two Covenanters. There's a British Tier 4 light. They keep backing up together. That'll make it very easy for him to get two kills with one shot. That's a 15cm howitzer he's commanding. He's lost sight of the targets at the moment, but hopefully they will come back into view. Yep, there's one of them. There's the other. Okay, dialed in the aim and round out. Kill shot! 340 hit points. One shot kill. Beautiful. He's on the scoreboard. Now, can he do the same with the next one? I hope so, because I've done it myself. I know it can be done. It's very easy with this particular SPG. Well, he's not going to get a one-shot now because the Covenanter has lost a lot of health, but he can get it. Oh, yes, he can get a splash kill. 11 hit points, picks up his second kill, so he's taken out both of those Covenanters. And there's the Lux, which is right up on top of the carrier. But even from here, BetimAbazi can put an accurate 15cm shell onto that Lux and take him out the game. He's just lining up the shot now. Rounds out. Oh yes, 43 hit points, saves his teammates from any problem and picks up a Naidin's medal as well. I think that's because he took out 3 tanks or tank destroyers, 3 light tanks in one battle. Okay, going for the P43. I think it actually might be all of the enemy light tanks actually. Oh, beautiful shot there, 148 hit point, 143 hit points, no, 148. That P43 is tracked and stationary, and can we get another round into him? Well, unfortunately, due to the reload time, he's not going to be able to because the P43 is now taking precautions. But it looks to me like his engine's been screwed. Excuse my language. I think his engine's damaged, and he may not have a repair kit to fix it. That's why he's so slow. Okay, almost loaded. Gonna go for another shot? I hope so. Oh, P43 has just been taken out by the IKV 103 on our team, who's nearby actually, funnily enough. Now, there is a T1 heavy there, but there's that Panzer IV-H. You might have seen him before in the corner of your map, corner of your eye on the map, and he's trying to dial in on that target. Be quite nice to get that. I doubt if he can get it with one shot, but he can certainly do a lot of damage to it. Oh, we did get him with one shot. He was damaged just before the shell arrived, and that took the hit points down to 380, and he got the full whack on that, so that's his 4th kill. He's doing rather well with this Sturmpanzer. We don't often see replays with the Sturmpanzer. It's normally me that plays them because I rather like this little Arty. It's quite handy. Oh, that Covenanter lost his head. Hammer-act. And the Sentinel's pulling back. Now that might give us a chance to get the T1 heavy if he pulls forward. It's going to be a difficult shot from here. He's in cover at the moment, he's in defilade, and I think he knows if he pulls forward, the Covenanter will get him from one angle, and the Sentinel will get him from the other, plus of course he might be artied. So long as he stays where he is, he's safe, but it does stop us from advancing. Now unfortunately, the Hetzer that's behind him, or was seen behind him, is out of our range at the moment, so we're not going to be able to hit him. And I suspect that there's an enemy Lee off to the south near our P2640. Oh, here comes the T1 Heavy. Oh, he's made a fatal error. He's come into our range of our gun. Oh, pulls back into cover again. Now, his sixth sense must have been tingling, saying, oh, I'm in danger. Well, the Covenanter's firing rounds in, but I think that was the Hetzer. Yep, the Hetzer took out the Covenanter. Now, will the T1 Heavy pull forward this time? He might. Now, here's our chance. Ouch, we just lost our P43 to their enemy Su-5. But they're down to 4 tanks now. There's only 4 of them left. Fires a round in? No, unfortunately not. Reloading, but unfortunately we've lost sight of him now. The Sentinel's pulled back so far that we're not going to be able to see him until he catches sight of the T1 Heavy again, or the Su-85 does. And that means we're going to have to re-aim. He's fired a shot where he thinks he is. He is still there! And that picks up the high caliber. I thought the T1 Heavy would have moved forward, but he actually sat on that corner being so cautious, and as a result he's been hit by the 15cm howitzer. And I think BetimAbazi is going to get another shot. Round out again. And he did! He got the T1 Heavy again. So he must have lost a huge amount of hit points now. And there's only 3 enemy tanks still alive. A T67 up near the cap. Oh, he's just been killed. A Hetzer who's behind the T1 Heavy. And the T1 Heavy himself. Well, we're firing another round in. But no, he has moved now. Now, I suspect that T1 Heavy pulled back into cover. Yes, he did pull back into cover. And we can see there now, he's pulled back around the corner. And unfortunately, he's just taken out our Su-85. Now, we're going to get another chance. That T1 Heavy's got very low hit points. Very low. Oh, T1 Heavy goes down. He's taken out by the IKB 103 from behind. And it looks to me like BetimAbazi is going to try and get closer to the Hetzer now, because they're all circling around him. He's got 4 kills. He's not going to get a top gun, but he could certainly finish off that Hetzer if the others have trouble. Well, they haven't found him. So where's he gone? Well, this is interesting. The Hetzer's disappeared. He was around that corner of that rock, but the IKV just went past there and he wasn't seen. So he must have relocated. Now I wonder if he's headed this direction. I bet him's taking a central position, because that will give him much more ability to hit the enemy. And he's gone to aiming mode. Now I think he's having a look behind the cap area, hoping the IKV goes round there and has a look and see if the Hetzer's still defending his cap. M8's going one direction, IKV goes the other. Well, no proximity detects. So where did he go? Where is he hiding? I hope he's not hiding in one of those wrecks, or he certainly didn't go up on top of the carrier. It could be possible that the Hetzer went the other side of the rock, but as the one at IKV went past, but then they would have had a proximity detect. They're almost capped out now. 10 seconds to go. There's 2 in the cap. Two seconds, 1 second, and that's it. It's captured. They've won the game, but they still don't know where the IKV went. The Hetzer went, rather. How strange. Maybe he's found a hiding place that none of us know about. Well, that's a possibility. So, let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's an ace tank of a BetimAbazi in the Sturmpanzer II. He also picks up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, crew incapacitations or module damage. He got 10 in that battle. He gets a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. And of course he gets the Naidin's medal. He took out all the enemy light tanks, at least 3 in that battle. And he took out both Covenanters and the Looks. And those were the enemy light tanks. And lastly, he picked up the high caliber. He dealt the most damage in the battle overall, at least 20% of the enemy hit points. So if we look at team score, highest damage, 1,195, top of the table. Highest number of kills, 4, and the highest base XP, no, he didn't get that. That went to the Jagdpanzer, the Hetzer. He managed to get 747, while Betim managed to get 717. So he was beaten by just 30 experience points overall on that battle. So when detailed report, he fired only 10 rounds during the battle. He got 5 direct hits, 5 penetrations, and 3 of those, or 4 of those shots, in fact, no, 3 of those shots actually wiped out the enemy tank completely when they landed. In fact, actually, no, yes, it was 3. It was both Covenanters and the Looks were all wiped out by the one shot that landed near them. He did 2 by splash damage. That was the Covenanter and the Looks. He also did damage of 1,195 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. Damaged 6 of the enemy, but killed 4 of them. He did stun assistance of 149 hit points off 1 stun. On a premium account, he had 28,304 credits, and after ammunition resupply, he still had 25,504 credits left over to take away. And he received 1,076 XP, times 2 for the first victory, and he had a personal reserves bonus for 50% going at the same time, so he picked up an extra 537, so he took away in total 2,690 experience points altogether. So a really good battle there, Betim. Thanks very much for sending this in. I always like seeing the Sturmpanzer get an ace tanker and other medals associated with it, and you certainly dealt with those Covenanters in style, as well as that Looks actually, because you stopped him from preying on those tanks from the above on the carrier. So thanks very much for that. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.